Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and we're going to be doing another wonderful reading today. So these are the last 2 days of the readings. Today I call it you versus them. The reason I do this is because what happens here is that you're going to see how others see you, and then you're going to see how you perceive yourself. Okay? And I like it because these last couple of weeks, more than the last couple of weeks, I feel like these are really representing, one matches up with the other. How others see you is surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. As you see yourself as death, transformation, which we had at the beginning of the week as well, and sharing your voice. Come out of the cave. Expression. Okay. So I feel that you are starting to talk. You're starting to transform. You're starting to spread out. This is where the word networking comes in. Now, Pisces, I do these readings as generals. They're more like coaching rather than readings, so there's no real prediction. It's all about the energy you're expending and how you can tap into it to empower yourself. So please remember that when you listen to my readings, okay? All right, my beautiful ones. So I'm going to take another. These are surrender to. Power to surrender cards. Okay. All the decks I have can be found in the description box. They're affiliate links, and they help my channel. They don't have no extra cost to you. Okay. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Love that too. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you're energized and happy, move forward. Okay, so I love that. Okay. Others are seeing you as, and I understand that part. It's like others see you as either being attracted to them or repelled by them, and that's okay. You should really trust your body's instincts on that. Sometimes you'll just be next to somebody, and it's not because they're evil, or they're just, their energy may not be vibing at the same point. Doesn't mean that at some point in life you're not gonna like meet up and vibe at the same moment. Sometimes it's just that their beliefs are different than yours. Okay, I have old friends who believe more in religion than they do in spirituality, and that's quite okay. Okay, so I don't, it's not a great big deal to hang around with them at this moment, because my life is pretty much encompassed by all of this. So, but it doesn't mean that at some point either, things happen and then, things change. That's the thing we can rely on. So, they're saying, the fact that these cards are the exact same color is telling me that they're saying that the link between the two, because if you see, there's kind of this little thing in the middle there, okay? And that's where they're matching. The link between these cards is saying that, hang out with the right people, okay? Not only others see you as, reaching out for support, they're also seeing you as hanging out and reaching out to the right crowd, the right people, the people who feed you and that you feed them, okay? Because it's always a give and take. You're sharing of energies. You want that energy to feel equal, okay? There's some people who can help you do that, and there's some that just don't. So, they see you as reaching out to the right crowd, as protecting your energy from bad stuff. So that's good, right? That's what we want. Absolutely. That's what we want. I'm taking from the Work Your Light, which is one of these cards here. And also, if these people who are seeing you sees that you are repelled by them, they might be questioning the why of that as well, is what I wanted to add. Okay, and that's good too. That's good too. Shouldn't make anybody feel bad, but you know what I mean, right? I love that. Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? And we have the Empress card that came out this week. Always remember this, okay? She is also very much the card of mothering. So, let's take a look. Let's check it out. See, Star Mother. So beautiful. Okay. I wonder if there's like a... You know, I really wish there was. I don't think so. I don't think there's... Is there? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Always see if there's an index. That can always help you find the cards if they're not in any kind of alphabetical order. And it says, you are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear. You are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, mind, and soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you're doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. And I love this because this is something that you can do for yourself. It is also something that, as I read, they were telling me that some of you are going to really resonate. It's going to bring tears to your eyes because it makes you think of either a mother that's passed or a current mother that has been a great support to you. And remember that that is all love. Mothering is love. I feel that when I think of my children and how much I love them. So this is a love all around, as they say, a mother's love, right? So this is how others see you. So in this case, though, I feel that it's how others are present with you, okay? For this card in particular. So we'll just leave that like that because it is a beautiful card within itself. Okay, so I wanted the transient light tarot. Which is also one of these. See, I'm getting mixed up with these because I want to say is how others see you, but I'm feeling more how others feel about you is what's coming in. It's like how others feel about you. I love this, okay? You have the Seven of Wands and you have the World come in. So they're definitely seeing you as a light that can prevail. Okay, the Seven of Wands is about defending yourself and what matters. It's also about perseverance. So they see you as somebody who has stood your ground, argued your principles, and is winning because you're such a big light within yourself. I like that. So not only are you winning and defending yourself, I feel like you are receiving the support along with it. And this is going a long way to carrying you to like your goal, your you know, the end of that specific, I won't say journey because it sounds ominous, but I mean the spot where you want to get to, okay? I don't know, to reach your goals, to get to that specific spot where you you know, either start a new journey or accomplish what you're setting out for. Yeah, that's right. That sounds a lot better. And you're doing it with style. Remember that, Pisces, okay? With this beautiful Knight of Wands coming in, you're doing this with style. You're doing it in a very grandiose way. You're doing it in a way that anybody who stands next to you or near you, pardon me, near you, really is getting the idea, is getting the picture. That you're getting things done. You're not just a little mousy thing. You know, this is a major transformation. You're doing things. So that's good. They're kind of like, ooh, okay, this person's really, you know, getting it done. Have you been told today how fantastic you are? Well, I'm telling you right now. Thank you so much for being part of this reading and part of my community. I thank you so much. I appreciate you every single day. I appreciate that you're here. I really do. I like this. Reflection, mirrors. I love this. Also the number 20, also if you break it down, it's 2. High Priestess number, reflection, intuition, receptivity, meditation, higher self. They're seeing you as really understanding who you are and what you want. And that's strong. That's strong. A lot of people, well, I'm hearing envy. There's envy. There's admiration for being able to do that. Not everybody's able to do it. They want to do it, but they may not know where to start. Okay? And this, again, they're telling me for some of you, you've had this conversation with somebody who actually told you that they would love to be like you, but they don't know where to begin. You took it as a compliment, but now it's to validate this conversation. Okay? And this is a reflection. So they don't know where to begin, but they might keep searching and find out how they're going to do it because they're seeing the reflection of themselves within you. Okay, so I'm sending that out there to every. So look at this, Pisces. You're empowering others simply by doing the thing you need to be doing yourself. Isn't that wonderful? If we could all use this in a positive way, what a great place this world would be, right? If we could influence people, and I know influence is not one of my favorite words, but in a positive influence would be better. Yeah, I still don't like that word, but whatever. If you could just shine your light and people would, you know, be able to grab some of that and see a reflection of themselves, their better selves, what a great thing it would be. Absolutely. So, right now, because I'm talking about others, they're definitely seeing a reflection. You're shining so bright that they can't help it, right? It's like the mirror that catches the light. And that mirror is showing them how special they can be, how far you've come, okay? Maybe they can see themselves of how, where they are now, that you were once at that spot, and that they see how far you've grown, and it gives them hope. That's the greatest thing, to give somebody hope, going, well, I was where you are. You can be where I am. Things can change, okay? So this is spirit messages. I love this. I think I'm going to save it for this side, though. I think I'm going to save that. No. Okay. They're saying no. Just go ahead. Okay. Go ahead. It'll probably fit on this side, but it's fine. In other words, on how you think, how you perceive yourself. That's fine. Or it could be a spirit message from somebody else. So these cards have a lot of these, so. Forgiveness. Okay. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Why did they tell me to put this on this side? Maybe that was the key to everything that you've done, Pisces, this forgiveness. I'm going to pull tarot to go with it, because I'm feeling that's what it is that this transformation is all about either forgiving yourself or forgiving others. By releasing all of that, you opened up the door to many, 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 many things, right? You stopped holding on to stuff, right? There you go. Perseverance. So yeah, I was doing that, and I kept looking over at this card. It's just making it through all of this. It's that hard path. That's why it's a death card, because it's a transition. It took a while to let go of this. You have to hermit. It took some contemplation to let go of things. To remind yourself that your voice was special. This card, I pulled it last Sunday, and it got my heart in my throat, and it's doing it again. I feel that for some of you, this is touching something really, I know it's touching something really deep within you. It's like it's breaking down a wall of some sort. Tears are cleansing, and this is what I feel this is. This is like 10... Yeah, I didn't do that. It just, yeah. Tears are cleansing. You're cleansing yourself, and that allowed... And it's not just forgiving others. This is something you've forgiven yourself. It was a hard road to get there for some of you. This road and this, it's just the cave. Yeah. But you're out of it. You're out of it. You're out of that dark spot. All that's left is gratitude. And that's what I feel. I feel that you're just grateful that all of whatever's gone on has helped you move forward. Life is one big continuous circle of giving and receiving energy. Give and receive. Be thankful for who and what's in your life instead of complaining about what you don't have. If you focus on gratitude, you'll start to attract prosperity and abundance, and also attract the right people. Okay? Attract the right people. They say sometimes that forgiveness is not just about, it's not about forgive and forgive. It's about releasing that negative energy that you carry around with you. If you're upset with somebody and they've done you wrong, every time you think of them or their name is mentioned, the only thing that you think of is you have this very nasty energy that permeates your being. When you let go of it, you no longer allow them to have any part of your energy. And that's why you forgive people. Not to let them know that they've gotten away with something. Not even to let them back into your life. It's just simply to let go of that energy. You know? Okay, these are meant to be upright, not upside down. Just saying, because I know they came in reversed. But that's not what I'm feeling. Yeah. So, but even if you did, I feel that this conversation has brought in what was previously just kind of being held up, which is victory and clarity. And that's gorgeous. You have the Sun and the Six of Wands showing you that you have so much going for you. A lot of power, a lot of getting away from like base chakra stuff and just settling into your powerhouse of sacral chakra. You're regaining your power and you're coming into the light. It's obvious that the sun and this coming out of the cave, this is letting yourself allow to shine. Okay? You finally have the time to be able to let yourself shine. You don't have to kind of hold it down or be afraid to, or or wonder what everybody else is going to think of it. A lot of the times we stop ourselves because of that. And yeah. So whether or not you like it, this is what others, whether or not you like it, what others are thinking of you and how you are shifting into that place of authenticity. Okay. I should say whether or not people like it. Right now it's like you're thinking to yourself, what others think of me is none of my business, but you also want to attract the right kind of energy so that you feel that you fit in, right? We want our tribe. We always do. Doesn't mean that it has to be a huge tribe, but, you know, it's always nice to have those people that help you out. Yeah, balance, yin yang, and chance. This has already come out. Leaving the darkness behind for me is always take a chance. Leave the darkness behind. The yin yang is the darkness and the light, and the balance between the two. It's coming in again, this message. It's come in before this week, and it came in together. So absolutely showing you that there is pink fuzzy dice in your future. And there's a balance to all things. There is a balance. You have it here, the Temperance as well. Okay, so this is the card of the week. Again, you're realizing that you had to go in that dark cave. You had to fix all of this. You had to switch resentment into gratitude, resilience and persistence into finding your way out. Okay, and you have. This is you. You're transforming into something so freaking beautiful and amazing, Pisces. Okay, never forget this. All right, so I'm going to find this one, and it's share your voice. Let's see if I can find a table of contents again. Interesting. Share your voice. Okay. 76. You're being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. Absolutely. Share who you are, right? We each hold a tiny truth within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. Remember what I said? A reflection of? A reflection? Right. Mirror? There it is. Okay. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you have kept your soul's voice silent and held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. What a great idea, right? As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up, speak your truth, and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share a song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Okay, one song that I love was from Jack Johnson. They're bringing it up, and it just kind of it's all coming in. Breakdown from Jack Johnson. I've always been a very strong person, and I've always been one to keep going no matter how I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders. And for a long time I thought to myself, it's not that I wished that I would have be depressed or break down, but everything that's happened through physical abuse as a child, sexual physical abuse, also mental abuse from parents, losing a child, I just kept going. I felt like an Energizer battery and I so definitely wanted to break. I wanted to have a break. You know what I mean? I stop, please let me get off for a minute. Let me catch my breath and let me think things through. And for a while, they're talking about chanting, but music can be a release. I used to sing this song, Breakdown by Jack Johnson, and it just was it was almost like a wishful, I wish this train would break down so I could take a look around. And I would sing it and cry, and it would just release this need for wanting to just stop the world for a minute in my life, right? And it's a great song, and he's such a very talented singer. But you can get this release from other artists, and that's their gift to the planet, right? To give us these gifts of songs that can just touch us somehow. So if it's not chanting or something, I wanted to share that with you. Find a song that really connects with you. And if you don't have one yet, you can actually ask the universe to send you something that just, and believe me, they'll send you something that will be healing, that will be therapeutic for you, okay? Let's see what I can do. Let's take some of this. Let's take this, the Pulp Tarot. So find your voice in whatever way. Chanting, singing somebody else's song. Alright, so we're more than halfway through this reading. For anybody that's new, if you've liked it so far, I'd ask to take a moment and just click that subscribe button. Leave a comment. Make sure to like it. That helps a lot. And share it if you can. I appreciate that. Let's see here. The Magician. He came out a lot last week. And I like this because to me that's a card of tools. So Spirit is still offering you up all kinds of tools to keep you going on your way. Okay? And for those of you who say I share a lot, I'm sharing my tools to help you with your tools, because sometimes it's good to have an example. Okay? My life is an example of how I share my gifts with you. I use everything in my toolbox, and so can you. Don't ever have people tell you, well, stop sharing, just talk about this. I've had people say, just do the cards, just get on with the reading. I don't want to hear about your stupid life. This is what I've heard before. Well, my stupid life is part of the reading, so sorry. You know, it's all my experiences. I am the, what do you call it, the one channeling, and part of that channel is everything I am, including whatever I'm experiencing in this journey. All of these things that have happened to me have contributed to me being this reader, this person, this coach, okay? So just remember that. Yeah, being the person you're supposed to be, the Queen of Cups, that intuitive, okay? So don't ever let people tell you how to be or what to do. You can do the readings the way you want to do your readings. You don't have to be like everybody else. You can create something brand new, okay? Yeah, absolutely. So see yourself as authentic, not like everybody else, okay? I don't feel like I'm like every other reader. I'm not. I am not, and I don't feel that way. I feel I read the way very authentically to me, okay? Sometimes I don't even feel like a tarot card reader. I feel more like a spiritualist coach, and that's how I interpret myself, and probably should have right from the beginning, okay? So, at the bottom of the deck I saw relationships are assignments. I like that. Especially when it comes to how others see you and how you see them, okay? Or you see yourself. I trust my gifts. So this is great with the card that, well, the conversation we just have, okay? Your gifts are yours. It makes you authentically who you are. You don't need to be told how to do things. If you're doing it a certain way, it's because that's the way you want to do them. You don't need to conform. If they don't like it, they may leave. It has nothing to do with you, okay? You're just not meant to be in each other's life. There are billions of people on the trillions, probably, a planet. You do not need to be part of every single person's life, okay? And it's their choice not to like it, and it's your choice to not care, okay? That is the It's your choice not to give a crap. Okay? So, you have a unique combination of skills and talents. There's no one in this world quite like you. Exactly. All the circumstances you have faced and all the challenges you have overcome have allowed you to reach deep into yourself and uncover your strengths. Bravo. For this reason, there are parts of your story that can be great light to the world. I just said that about me, right? Yeah. So my stories are great light and great tools, okay? Tender aspects of your own inner healing and transformation that can act as inspiration for others, which is as it should be, because gifts aren't gifts unless they are shared. There you go. Sharing your gifts often takes confidence and bravery, but when you realize that you have the opportunity to be of light, service, and inspiration to others, it brings a whole new meaning to sharing your talents that you were born with and the skills that you have refined over time. If you've been asking the universe how you can be of greater use, tune into your story and realize whatever you have faced and overcome holds the key to embodying an even brighter light and shining it out into the world. Okay? Sharing my unique story and skills is a gift to the world. So they just told me this, and then poof, out comes the card. No surprise. No surprise, Pisces. You know. You know. They're really great. Okay. Do I want another one of these? Yeah, I do. Okay. But the other part is you are not alone. Okay? You're not alone in spirit. Most certainly, definitely not. We're alone. It's so complicated. I just find that you have to kind of break it down into little bits and pieces that resound, like resonate right with your soul, okay? Because sometimes if you think of how spirit works or how our source light is, you can get caught up in so many aspects and different interpretations of it that we could probably just lose ourselves. So don't get stuck in that part. Get stuck in the part that we are eternal, that we're here for fun and a ride and to enjoy that ride, okay? Stop thinking of aspects of when you go back there. Think of where you are in right now, okay? And you're not alone. You have other people having the same experience and having journeys of their own. You're meant to touch some. You're meant to not really touch any, okay? You're meant to clash with some. It's all part of it, part and parcel. And the wiser you get is to try not to, it's almost, I feel like, say, don't throw unnecessary sticks in the spokes of your wheels. Don't throw unnecessary sticks in the spokes of your wheels, okay? Just try to find the people who resonate with you as much as possible, and whether it's for a season, a reason, a lifetime, you know, nurture those. And when it's time to let go, okay? Forgive them, forgive yourself, and just keep going, okay? Keep going. I'm hearing here, I'm hearing here that some may have like, yeah. Okay, so I don't know who you are, but I'm going to just put out the energy of if somebody feels the weight of, let's say, decisions that they're not, you know, that may have not been the greatest. The best thing that you can do is not to sink into the darkness of those things. The best thing you can do is learn from them and then use them as tools to help others. So there's a message. There's a beautiful message. Yeah. So sinking into the depths of despair, feeling like you've done, you know, yeah. This is different than all of this. Well, there's a lot of messages. I must be getting a few new people here today, I feel. Page of Swords, yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what these two cards are talking about here. Don't let your Page of Swords tell you or make you feel like... but the Page of Swords for me is more devilish sometimes than the devil himself. I don't know why, but it's He communicates easily and he makes himself sound very intelligent, but his innocence and his lack of experience in life can sometimes corner him into thoughts that sound true but are not. And I feel that's what's coming through with this, is that if you make yourself believe that you have nothing to offer because you've made mistakes and that you can't get it right, that would be a truth, right? You didn't get it right. You've made mistakes. That's a truth. But saying that you have nothing to offer is not the truth. When you liberate yourself from that kind of thinking, you're allowing the butterflies to happen, a transformation, the death card, okay? And then you can give back to others, okay? We're talking about that. You can give back to others. Remember? See that? You're sharing. You're sharing the wealth. You're sharing how you rebalance yourself. And that's a much better energy going forward. So, yeah, this is the message that came through. They're just validating that. Of course they are. Of course. Because they're just fantastic, fabulous that way. Okay, so we have a few minutes left. What else do I want? I really wanted to pull. I keep looking at these and I thought I have too many decks. I'm never going to be able to pull, but I will be. So I'm going to pull some of these, okay? So obviously there's an individual message that came out for some of you. And it's all about, judging yourself really, really harsh. It started coming through with the forgiveness card, and I feel that for you. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Surrender. We have the power to surrender cards, and we have surrender here. Remain positive about the future of our planet. For all is part of humanity's evolution. There's a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive in our world. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is. Lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. So that's the death card, the transformation. Surrender judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform. This is about forgiveness. It has everything to do with this, Pisces. Okay, so I'm going to take one more, and then I've been instructed for daily. Is it daily healing? I think it's a daily healing card. Let's see. Invitation. Same color. We, your guardian angels, ask you to invite us into your heart. Talk to us at any time. Share with us your fears and concerns, as well as your joys and pleasures. There's no need to be formal, for we have known you since before the dawn of time. In fact, we know you better than you know yourself, and we love you just as you are. Yeah, for some of you who, I don't know, sometimes when we start, we think, we have to chant or do something or call them by name, or you just can say, start talking. Start talking. I have a problem, or I feel this way. And know in your heart that you're talking to them, okay? It sounds like the voice that's talking to you, but in the end, you're talking to all of them because they're always with you. They've been with you whether you acknowledge them or not. That's just the way it is. That's my belief. That's my belief. I've always felt an invisible force. I've just never really given them names. And names, after all, are just something that I have chosen and they have chosen to facilitate our communication, okay? It makes it feel more personal. I think they know that. So, they're wonderful to me. I loved them. I loved them so much. They're the greatest therapist, mother, father, everything in my life that I've ever wanted. And I highly suggest it, okay? Know that they don't judge you. They just love you, okay? It's a connection. It's a connection. They've never hurt you because they are you. They're part of you, okay? Learn to keep your heart open and soft through the trials of life. Beautiful. Beautiful last message, and kind of sums it all up, right? Kind of sums it all up, kind of wraps it up in a little bow. Hearts with hearts for me. I hope you're feeling it. I do. Like I said, sharing your voice it's a very sensitive card for me, from personal experience as well. And I feel it for you too. I feel that maybe sometimes in your life you felt that you have lost your voice, but this is not the time. You have a voice, use it. And use it for good. I'm not talking screaming at people. I'm talking about singing. I'm talking about feeling. I'm talking about authentically doing I was about to say the crap you love. Just do it, okay? Just do it. Yeah, to steal from a popular brand. You can. All right, my beautiful Pisces, I'm going to leave you with this. Tomorrow we're going to wrap it up with your hopes, your fears, and the outcome. And I hope you can join me then. And then we're going to start a brand new week. And as well as the brand new week, we're actually going to be doing the new moon in Libra and the solar eclipse that's coming up. And that'll be on Sunday. Yeah, that'll be on Sunday. So thank you so much. And I hope you're doing super well. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Take care.